And again, I'm just so grateful that all of you are here. It's a gorgeous day here, very cloudy, but it may rain tomorrow, which is very exciting. I had no idea it was going to rain last night, and that was so much fun. Every time that it rains here in Arizona, people just stand out in the rain, which is what I did last night when it started raining, because we don't see it very often here. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to our gratitude playlist because I'm so grateful for so many things today. Again, starting to connect with the breath, breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And again, I hope that this internet connection holds up, because it is on my phone, but I think it will. I've done this before. Since we live way out in the country, it's sometimes difficult to have a good internet connection. And again, starting to move down on our backs, although I don't have my bolster. If you have a bolster and a block, that's wonderful. If you don't, that's completely fine as well. Wherever you are is perfect. And again, breathing into a 4 count, holding to a 4 count, and exhaling to a 4 count. And as you breathe, breathe in through the belly, up through the ribs, the lungs, all the way to the tops of your throats. And exhale in the opposite direction from the tops of your throats, down through the ribs, all the way to your bellies, as though you're wringing water from a washcloth, bringing navel into spine. Again, perhaps place your right hands on your bellies and your left hands on your hearts to track the breath as it goes through your body. And again, I just want to say that I am so grateful to have all of you on today. I'm also so grateful for so many things today. Make sure that you're comfortable. You should be slightly up on your bolster with your knees out wide, allowing them to melt into the mat, allowing your shoulders to melt into the mat as well. But if this is too intense, you can bring your knees together as you inhale and allow them to fall open with gravity as you exhale. You can also simply have your knees straight up. Wherever you are is perfect. And again, starting to connect with the breath. So let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Now allow your breathing to come naturally to its own rhythm. Allow the warmth of your breath to go to any region of your body that is tense or sore, and allow the breath to relieve the tension or soreness that is there. Imagine your breath gathering up all of the tension and soreness in your bodies and breathing it out so that you begin to feel peaceful and relaxed. Any distracting thoughts or feelings that you may have, allow them to be sent out with the breath. And as you breathe, allow yourselves to go deeper and deeper into this state of calm, knowing that you are in control at all times. Connect with a personal intention for this practice. That intention could be physical, mental, or spiritual. And it could be for you or for someone you love. Seal that intention with one deep inhale and one deep exhale. Good job. Inhale those knees and arms to center. Exhale as your knees fall to the left, arms to the right. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, breathe into this simple twist, opening up those right obliques, and smile again. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day out today. We've never seen this day before. Again, Maya Angelou, I love that because we always have a possibility to have a beautiful adventure every single day. We're not stuck in Groundhog Day. Inhale back to center. Exhale as your knees fall to the right, arms to the left. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Again, this is a simple twist, but it's a little more complicated when we're on our bolster. If you're on your mats, obviously this is just a little bit easier, but we're opening up more with our bolsters, releasing toxins from our left obliques, breathing in and out. Inhale back to center. Wrap your arms around your knees, grab opposite elbows. You can rock back and forth if you're on your mats. If you aren't, then just stay where you are, dragging those shoulders back and down wherever you are. Opening up your hearts as you do. Good job. Then slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Again, breathing in and out. Good job. Then slowly push yourselves up, removing your bolster, removing your block. Roll back over onto your backs, and this time, again, give yourselves a hug. Rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. And smile again. What a gorgeous day it is today. Place your feet as wide as the mat. Spread your arms out, east and west. Palms of your hands are down. Inhale first, and then exhale as your knees fall to the left as far as you can down. Again, maybe touching the floor and the mat if this is in your practice. And windshield wipers. Opening up your hips and your thighs. Inhale back to center. Exhale down to the right, and again, maybe look over that left shoulder as you do. Opening up those left obliques as you do. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And exhale down to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Again, you can also use your bolster or your block underneath that right knee, underneath your left knee if this is in your practice. Inhale back to center, and this time we're exhaling down to the left, placing our left foot on our right thigh, looking off to the right. Again, if this is too intense, just stay where you are. Either way is perfect. Slowly release that left foot. Inhale back to center and exhale down to the right. Again, maybe place that right foot on your left thigh, opening up in windshield wipers, looking over your left shoulder if this is in your practice. Again, you can use your bolster or your block underneath your knees if this is too intense. Slowly release that right foot. Inhale your knees back to center and then draw your knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys as you do. Good job. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale first. Exhale as you extend that right leg. Inhale that left arm up overhead. And then exhale as you push your left knee over to the right. Look over your left shoulder in a full body twist. And again, opening up those left obliques as we do. Breathing in and out. You can also inhale first and exhale as you bend that right knee, grabbing on to your right ankle, right toes, right foot with your left hand. If this is in your practice, dragging that left shoulder back and down. Please don't feel like you have to. You can also inhale first and exhale as you extend that left leg, grabbing onto your left foot with your right hand. In a full body double twisted bind, again, opening up, dragging those shoulders back and down, breathing in and out. It's always possible to put that left leg on a bolster or a block if this is in your practice. It's also possible to use straps for your feet. Wherever you are is perfect. Opening up your hips and your thighs. Opening your hearts as you drag those shoulders back and down. Slowly inhale back to center and draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. And then from here, inhale first. Exhale as you extend your left leg down. Inhale that right arm up overhead. And then exhale as you push your right knee over to the left. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, opening up those right obliques, releasing toxins as we do. Possibly inhale first, and then exhale as you drag that left foot in, left foot, toes, or ankle, wherever you are. And then possibly inhale first, and exhale as you extend that right leg. Again, possibly using a block or a bolster underneath your right leg, dragging your shoulders back and down. Opening your hearts as you do. Opening those right obliques, releasing toxins. In this full body twisted bind. Through the nose, possibly breathing out through the mouth, as though you're blowing out a candle. As you breathe in, find where there's resistance in the body. As you breathe out, breathe that resistance out. Inhale back to center. Draw those knees in for a hug. Rock back and forth. And then place your hands behind your thighs. Spinal rolls from shoulder to tailbone and back again. Allowing each vertebra to come back into alignment. Again, do 3 or 4 of these. And arrive at the tops of your mats in Sukhasana, simple seated pose. I'm going to be doing legs up the wall today, but first we're going to sit here quietly, placing the backs of our hands on our knees, shoulders back and down, maybe making mudras with both sets of fingers, or possibly placing your right hand in your left hand, touching thumbs, allowing that energy to circulate. Whichever you do is completely perfect. Gently closing your eyes. Feeling that light rising through your body from your root chakra to your sacral chakra to your solar plexus to your heart to your throat to your third eye, all the way up to your crown chakra. Again, shooting white light out to everyone who needs it around you. Again, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth as though you're blowing out a candle. As you breathe in, think I. As you breathe out, think M. Keep opening your hearts. Keep dragging those shoulders back and down as you do. Going inward. Gently open your eyes. Inhale those arms all the way up. Inhaling gratitude. And then exhale as you drag your hands down to Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Releasing whatever you don't need on the mat today. Good job. feeling love for yourself and for others. And exhale as you drag those hands to Anjali Mudra, releasing any fear that you may be feeling. Inhale all the way up. Inhaling forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself and for others. Maybe a slight back bend. And then drag those hands to Anjali Mudra. Again, releasing whatever does not serve you. Good job. And then from here, place your fingertips on the mat. Inhale that right arm all the way up. Finding that left ear, and exhale over to the right as you open up that left side of your neck. Again, keep those fingertips on the mat. Don't go too far. Opening up that left side of your neck. Breathing in and out. Inhale that right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale your left arm up. Wrap your head. Find that right ear. And exhale over to the left again. Opening up that right side of your neck. Breathing in and out. Good job. Inhale that left arm up. And exhale down. Good job. And then from here, we're going to move into Janu Shashasana, but not the whole sequence. We're just going to be opening up, especially our kidneys. Inhale first, and then exhale as you extend that right leg. Pull your left heel in, flex your right foot. Inhale both arms all the way up. Twist to the right, and exhale down as you reach with a flat back as far as you can, shin to shin, and then curl in. Again, if this is too intense, you can place a bolster on your thigh, maybe a block for your forehead. Wherever you are is perfect. Maybe place that left hand over your left kidney, sending the breath into that kidney, puffing it out, keeping it healthy. Again, in Janu Shashasana. Inhale back up. Exhale as you bend that right knee. Inhale first, and exhale as you extend that left leg, flex your foot, drag that right heel in. We're moving into Janu Shashasana. Inhale both arms all the way up. Twist to the left and exhale down. Over that left thigh, sorry. Reach as far as you can, flat back. Hinge at the hips, shin to shin. And then just curl in Janu Shashasana. Maybe place that right hand over your right kidney, sending the breath into that right kidney, puffing it out, keeping it healthy as you do. Wherever you are is perfect. Inhale back up again. And then exhale as you draw that foot in. And again, we're moving toward the wall. So if you have a space on the wall that has enough space to extend your legs, that's wonderful. Again, make sure that you have enough space to be able to move into dragonfly. Turning your mats so that they're touching the wall and that they're perpendicular to the wall. Maybe using your blanket or your bolster halfway up. so that you're comfortable. And again, we're placing either hip, whichever hip is easier for you, against the wall. Inhaling first as our knees are bent, and then exhaling as you turn towards the wall, extending your legs, scooching your hips in, using your elbows as you do, so that your hips are touching the wall if possible, your buttocks, flexing your feet, coming down on your backs. Again, allowing the circulation to go back down to your vital organs, back down to your brain. Inversions like this calm us down, slow our heart rates down as well, allow us to sleep better. If you have trouble sleeping, this is a great thing to do for a few minutes before you go to bed. Breathing in and out. Again, in legs up the wall. Again, normally in yin positions, we stay for 3 minutes to allow the fascia to open through the breath. But wherever you are is perfect again. You can be farther from the wall if this is too intense. We're working towards straightening our knees, or straightening our legs, opening our knees. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, and legs up the wall. Then inhale first, and exhale as you allow your legs to fall open with gravity as far as you can, again, in dragonfly. Breathing in and out.
Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for. Grateful to be grateful. Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for. Grateful to be grateful. Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for. Grateful to be grateful. Gratitude brings room.
Again, connecting with the breath, sending it to any area in your body that is tense or sore.
Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for. Grateful to be grateful. Gratitude brings room for more things to be grateful for.
Slowly inhale as you draw those feet back together. And then exhale as you bend that left knee, dragging the sole of your left foot down, and then crossing it just underneath your right knee. Maybe press on that left thigh. We're in pigeon up the wall. You can also bend that right knee, dragging the sole of your right foot down the wall. If this is in your practice, don't feel like you have to. Again, opening up that left hip, releasing any unwanted emotion that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out, in resting pigeon up the wall. Allowing any unwanted emotions that you may be storing on that left hip to melt into the mat, into the floor, into the earth below, where it is recycled, regenerated as positive, healing energy coming right back at you. Again, keep dragging those shoulders back and down, opening up our hearts as we do. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, in and out. Then inhale first and exhale as you extend your legs upward. Good job. Shake them out. Inhale first. Exhale as you bend your right knee, dragging the sole of your right foot down the wall, crossing that ankle underneath your left knee, maybe pressing on that right thigh. Again, you can stay here if you'd like to, in resting pigeon up the wall. Or you can inhale first and exhale as you drag the sole of your left foot down the wall as far as you can. Wherever you are is perfect. Opening up that right hip, releasing any unwanted emotions that you may be storing there. Breathing in and out. In resting pigeon up the wall. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, in and out. Then slowly inhale, and then exhale as you extend those legs upward, maybe flex your feet again. Shaking it out. Inhale first. Exhale as you place the soles of your feet together. Blades of your feet are on the wall as you drag them down, exhaling into Baddha Konasana again. Dragging those heels as close to your sit bones as possible. Allowing your knees to fall open with gravity. Maybe pressing on your thighs, but again, gentle with yourselves. Slowly inhale as you extend your legs upward. Shake it out if you'd like to. And then exhale as you draw those knees in for a much deserved hug, rocking back and forth. Again, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. We're going to move back into legs straight up. Inhale first. And exhale as you extend those legs upward. Again, allowing the circulation to come back down to our vital organs, back down to our brain. Again, remember to breathe. Your breath is your power. Let's slowly inhale and then exhale as you draw those knees in for a hug once again, rocking back and forth. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. Then using the strength of your arms, come up and draw your bolster or your blanket back to the end of your mat. Roll back over onto your backs. Make sure that your block is handy if you have one. Draw those knees in for a hug, rock back and forth. Good job. And then from here, place your heels against your sit bones if this is in your practice. Inhale first and then exhale as you push your hips up, placing the block underneath your sacrum, on the highest, the second or the third levels, wherever you are is perfect. Again, this is a supported bridge. You can also do a traditional bridge. Interlacing your fingers below you, walking your shoulders in, pressing your heels into the mat to rise higher. Breathing in and out, dragging your chins into your chest. Stimulating your thyroid gland as you do. Wherever you are, inhale first as you lift those hips, and then exhale as you release your hands and if you're in a traditional bridge, or release the block, coming back down to the mat, drawing those knees in for a hug, rock back and forth. Good job. And then cross that right leg over left, wrap your feet, arms are out east and west. Inhale first. Exhale as your knees fall to the left. Look over your right shoulder and breathe. Again, full body twist, opening up those right obliques once again, releasing toxins. Inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind. Give yourselves a hug. And then cross that left leg over right. Wrap your feet, arms are out east and west, sorry. Inhale first and exhale as your knees fall down to the right. Look over your left shoulder and breathe. Just want to say that this song, Dancing with Angels, was written and composed by a Shining Light dad named Robin Miller. I was going to say Robin Williams, so had to look at his name really quickly. He lives up in Sedona. He's a very close friend of Ann Albers, and she introduced him to me, but I love his music. Slowly inhale back to center, unwrap, unwind, give yourselves a hug, rock back and forth, massage your lower backs and your kidneys. Good job. Inhale first, and then exhale as you extend your arms upwards, legs downwards. Again, giving yourselves a full body stretch as you do. Tense every muscle in your body as you inhale again. And then exhale as you walk your feet and your arms to the right, keeping that left shoulder down, left hip down. Again, incredible. crescent on the mats. Maybe look over that left shoulder, opening up those left obliques once again. Inhale back to center as you tense every muscle in your body once again. Tense, tense, tense. And then exhale as you walk your feet and your arms over to the left. And again, keeping that right shoulder, right hip on the mat. Opening up those right obliques as you do, in crescent on the mat. Look over that right shoulder if this is in your practice. Inhale back to center, draw those knees in for a hug. Inhale first and then sigh it out. Inhale. One more time. Inhale. And with that intention, allow your legs to come out as far as the mat or wider. Arms are down beside your torso. Palms are up to receive, down to ground. Starting to relax. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your calves, relax your knees, relax your thighs. Relax your hips, relax your torsos, relax your fingers. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your forearms. Relax your elbows, relax your upper arms, relax your shoulders. Relax your necks, relax your jaws, relax your cheeks. Relax your foreheads. Relax the crowns of your heads. Just relax. Start to bring movement back to your fingers and your toes by wiggling your toes and maybe touching each finger with your thumb. Reach your arms overhead, extend through your feet, giving yourselves a full body stretch and filling your lungs with your sweet, sweet breath. Then exhale as you draw those knees in for a compassionate hug, rocking back and forth, massaging your lower backs and your kidneys. Slowly roll over to the right side in the fetal position and remain here for a few breaths. And using the strength of your arms, come back to a seated position facing the front of the room. Legs are crossed, hands are in Anjali Mudra, heads are bowed in honor of your practices. the place deep in my soul that I know to be pure and true, I bow to and honor that same place that resides within each of you. Thank you so much for coming to practice yoga with me on this very beautiful Thursday. Have a wonderful Thursday. I will see you either tomorrow or next Thursday. And namaste. Thank you all. Again, the gong is not here yet. Maybe I'll remember to bring it tomorrow. I wish I could ring it. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you so much for being here.
That was great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And thanks for being here.